I was looking around for other interesting opportunities to use my skills and experience. And my formative experiences when I was just out of university was in international development work. And so I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll see if I'll want to get back into to that kind of experience. And an opportunity came up through Canadian Crossroads International to go to Swaziland and work with an organization that works on abuse issues. They wanted an evaluation done of their programs. In the past, when they were doing reports, they always talked about the activities that they had done, the numbers of people who had come to their programs, people who had come for counseling, things like that, the number of educational programs that they put on. But they wanted to find out whether or not all of their work was actually making a difference in the lives of people who were attending their programs. So that was my job. I think it's helped them. It's certainly given them some tools that will help them with their planning, and I think I encourage some people to get involved and to think more about the evaluation of their efforts. So I hope that I had a bit of an impact on some of the capacities of the organization. Swaziland is a challenging place because certainly women don't have a very positive role in society. So to try to sort of get used to this, certainly the power differential between men and women, and just to accept that this is part of Swazi life, and that's the starting point. You can't go into that and be condemning, because that's just how things are, and how to work with that. How to thinking about the evaluation and where the evaluation work that I was doing, and how that power differential is impacting the work of an organization that's working on abuse. So getting used to aspects of Swazi culture like that, that was a challenge. I was never in a position where I felt worried. I used public transit all the time. I didn't do stupid things. In Swaziland, you don't walk at night, so I would not walk at night. But there was I never felt worried. And one thing that's interesting, because I was older, I was not really of much interest to a lot of the young men who were interested in young women. Language was a challenge that I wasn't expecting, because I'd always had read that in Swaziland there's two official languages, English and Siswati. So I assumed that getting by in English would be okay. But all informal work in Swaziland is conducted in Siswati. So in the family that I lived in, people spoke Siswati all the time. At work, unless it was a formal meeting, people would be talking in Siswati. Television would be in Siswati. So, and I learned greetings and a little bit more, but I was never going to become fluent in Siswati in 3.5 months. I was living with a Swazi family in a very nice house. I had all my needs met. It was certainly it was no little African hut. It was a very nice home in a suburbs of a very large city in Swaziland. So it was a really good opportunity to live with the family, to be exposed to just the operations of a Swazi family, what they ate, how they spent their time, the interactions between the children in the family and the mother in the family. And so I got it was another opportunity to understand Swazi culture.